Hey guys, this is Nate Pennington from RunDreamAchieve.com. In today's video, I wanted to talk about how to be a faster masters runner. You know, as we age, there's a lot of things that you have to pay attention to in terms of your nutrition, backing off on pace, paying a lot more attention to recovery as opposed to when we're in our 20s and 30s. So this is very, very important. Some of the world's top distance runners and middle distance runners are also masters runners. There's athletes out there that are running sub 4-minute miles in their 40s and even 50s. There's marathoners out there that are running well under 2 hours and 30 minutes as a masters runner. There's a lot of examples, examples out there of athletes that are doing very, very big things as a masters runner. And now that I'm a masters runner as well, I'm over 40. I'm 43 years old. I'm definitely what I have to pay attention to a lot more now is on recovery. You have to stick to the basics. Know the things that you were doing when you were in 20s and 30s. Continue to focus in on those objectives in terms of your training, making sure that you're training well below race pace, but also allowing yourself sufficient time to recover from those really difficult workouts that you've been doing is absolutely key. You want to continue to stress to the body's energy systems, even as a masters runner. Granted, you will have to allow yourself more time to recover from, those track workouts, those road sessions that you're doing, as opposed to when you were younger, when you may have not needed as much recovery between hard sessions. I think it's really important, definitely, to give yourself at least 2 days of recovery after each hard workout that you're doing. Continue to focus on doing those tempo runs. Get out there, train at your anaerobic threshold so you can improve your body's lactate tolerance. And it's going to vary your heart rate. If you haven't yet, I definitely really recommend utilizing a heart rate monitor. All of my training courses and training programs are revolved around heart rate monitor training. Involved in heart rate monitor training when I was a freshman at Malone University in 1995 under Coach Jack Hazen. Now, Jack is one of the world's top distance running coaches. He's been at Malone now for a little over 50 years, if you can believe that. But all of our training revolved around heart rate monitor training and making sure that we were stressing the body's energy systems and improving that our body's ability to clear lactic acid faster than it's building up. And that's why so many athletes, whether they're middle distance specialists or marathon training, or they're training for the marathon and they're more of long distance runners, we focus on training at heart rates that are at a higher percentage of your maximum heart rate for longer periods of time. Now, granted, the recovery period is absolutely essential because all the benefits of your hard work come within the rest. And you, as a masters runner, you have to spend more of your time focusing more on the little details that a lot of times when we were younger we weren't paying as much attention to, like our diet, getting enough rest, hydrating well, making sure that we're eating sufficient calories immediately after our hard workouts, or those track sessions, or doing those fartlek workouts that we do on the roads. So that's really important to start thinking outside the box. Continue to work and implement different strategies as you get older as a masters runner. I can share with my own experience and my own background. If you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and hit the bell icon so when I make new videos, YouTube will notify you of those videos as well. So if you're brand new, my name's Nate Pennington. I'm the founder of RunDreamAchieve.com. I've been competing for the past 28 years. I ran a personal best of 2 hours, 19 minutes and 35 seconds for the marathon and 1 hour and 7 minutes and 6 seconds for the half marathon. So I do understand what it takes to run fast. Even into, I ran my personal best for the marathon when I was 31 years old, 2:19:35, and I ran 2:32:55 for the marathon when I was 38, the last marathon I actually competed in seriously. And I know that as a masters runner, you still can run phenomenal times. You just have to pay more attention to recovery, making sure you're paying attention to your nutrition. I'll leave some links below this video as well. I have a sister site called Nutrition Geeks. It's my Herbalife business, and I'm very, very adamant about nutrition, and I've been an Herbalife distributor for some time now. So there's a lot of wealth of information there as well if you're interested in either being a customer of Herbalife or as a distributor, that's a resource. Also, if you're looking for a new strategy for 2020, leading into 2021 as a master's runner, you want a new strategy, you want to find out some different ways of training and preparing for your races, I have running courses that I've created on RunDreamAchieve.com. Just click on courses in the upper navigation menu. Those are very in-depth courses where we work one-on-one as a coach and athlete together to get you to a point where you're leading into your big races and you're able to prepare well and taper well for anywhere from the 5K all the way to the marathon distance. I have training programs built for total beginners all the way up to elite level athletes as well on RunDreamAchieve.com. So definitely feel free to visit. There's a lot of articles I've written, about 600 now on the site. I've had that site since 2011, so I've really tried to build quality content on there for beginners and master's level athletes. So definitely check out RunDreamAchieve.com as well. Also, as a master's runner, you know, it's still important to spend some time training much faster than you're trying to race in your chosen distance. It's absolutely critical to get to a point where race pace feels in control, not as aggressive. And the only way to do that is to train much faster than you're trying to race at. You know, when I was training for the marathon, I wanted to personally, one of my goals was to break 2 hours and 22 minutes. That comes out to 5 minutes and 25 seconds per mile. Very low, around 3:15 to 3:20 per kilometer. Around there, I may be a little off, but I was always training at well under 5-minute mile pace. I was doing repeat miles at around 4:50. I would go out and do 3x2 miles on the track at under 10 minutes flat with a 5-minute recovery period between each rep. So I was always training at that point because I knew I had to get that race pace to feel in control. I needed to sustain 5:25 mile pace over the entire distance of the marathon. You know, it's one thing to be able to sustain it for 15, 16 miles, but you still got another 10 miles to go. So, or another 16 kilometers. So it's very important to spend time, even as a master's runner, training much faster than you're planning on racing at. That way you improve your body's lactate tolerance and you get to a point where race pace is no longer as aggressive and tough as it once was. And granted, you have to be extremely patient because even as a master's runner, it takes longer to see the benefits of your hard work. You need a little bit more recovery time as opposed to when you were in your 20s and 30s. And again, give yourself definitely 48 hours, at least 48 hours of recovery between each hard anaerobic workout. That way, you know, your body bounces back. And I've stated this in other videos, but I think it's really important to research supercompensation. That's a physiological adaptation that occurs from hard training. It's basically a concept of the physiological changes that occur from you're doing your really difficult hard workouts to those moderate effort workouts where you're training more at your anaerobic threshold, the point where we start to build up lactic acid in our bloodstream. So that's very important. Also pay attention to your recovery days. You really, as a master's runner, it's even more important to not run too fast on your easy days. Take that time to back off, recharge, allow yourself to adapt to those really hard workouts that you've been doing, whether they be on the track or on the roads. So it's really important to slow down, enjoy the effort, enjoy that time off, and just to go out and jog. You know, sometimes you just need to take off your watch, you know the distance of your route, and just go out and run the route. Don't focus on kilometer splits or mile splits. It's really important just to, you know, allow yourself time to recharge and to regroup. That way you can go into the next track workout or the next road session and attack it. Another important thing to just keep in mind is to spend a little bit more time running at a higher heart rate during those long runs. Don't spend every single weekend running long, slow, and easy. Again, the more time that you can spend at a higher heart rate for a longer period of time is going to make you much more prepared to sustain that race pace that you're trying to sustain in the race, you know, leading into your big race. If you're running slow relaxed miles for, let's say, 90% of your weekly volume, it's going to be very difficult to be able